So guys, you all watched this video. I know you watched,
No.
so you can help me, okay? I can. Yes, you can. So we watched a video about the war in Palestine and Israel. So in this video started with a little history side about how big was the Palestine before the Israelis came. And with the time going, как будет евреи на английском? Jewish people were gaining a lot of more and more space to them. They were constantly in a war mode. And eventually it becomes that Palestine have got only little land of their own, and the Israel becomes very big, with a big, big, huge, okay, big, huge, it doesn't matter. So, first of all, we saw a historical side, how Israel started the war and started gaining a lot of lands. Then we shifted to our days and how the war began. So there are some videos how soldiers were coming up to this it's hard.
What the border or
Yes,
the
yeah.
crossing point?
Yes, so the soldiers started to coming to this border and they eventually crossed it. So the Palestinian people crossed the border with Israel. And the biggest question of it was how they managed to do it. Because this border may be the most defended one on the earth. They had to have thousands of soldiers defending this border, and that day there weren't much of any soldiers there. Just maybe, I cannot really remember the exact number, but most of the soldiers went gone somewhere. We don't know anywhere where they could gone, where they can go. So, and the question of this video was how they managed to cross the border with such a high level of defense of this border. And the theory that he explains, and eventually it's not a theory, it's a fact, that Israel's Jewish people наняли, hire some soldiers, some in other Muslim countries, not in Palestine, to pretend like they were Palestinians and they led them to cross the border so they then can make a revenge mode. Like, they crossed our borders, they started this war first, and we just simply have to defend ourselves. That was their idea, and actually it worked. Those people crossed the border, they started to defend themselves, and they decided that they can simply revenge them. And now, non-stop, they are bombing the Palestine because they started it war first from their side.
Okay, so this
Okay.
is the video.
Yes, in short, in a very, like, the key points.
Okay. So then the students, you must think about what are the provocations that led to this and tell us your perspective and your ideas.
Я могу еще на русском повторить.
Все поняли или не поняли? Или никто не понял?
Получается,
Давайте
самая
я
главная
объясню.
теория...
Давайте
Да,
Can
пожалуйста.
I, Mr. Taylor, can I explanation
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Russian?
Yeah, sure. Okay, sure. No problem.
5 minutes. В общем, это видео о чем? О том, что как вообще развязываются войны. Из истории кто знает, как развязалась Вторая мировая война? Фашистская Германия во главе с Гитлером. Слышали, да, эти имена? Как вообще это начиналась Вторая мировая война? Фашистская Германия, они что сделали? Они спровоцировали, как будто бы, синсценировали, как будто бы на них напали. Польша как будто напала. Они взяли немецкий городок один маленький, да, в 1939 году, и инсценировали нападение, что польские войска на них напали. Они взяли с тюрьмы задержанных, переодели их в немецкую форму, посадили их на пост, одели часть этих арестованных в польскую форму, и тех, и этих расстреляли, как будто они между собой там воевали, и как будто выглядело, как будто бы польские военные напали на их военных. И после этого они везде объявили, что на них Польша первая напала, и на следующий день они массово напали на Польшу. И в итоге втянули потом в эту войну Великобританию, Францию, да, кто как помнит, потом Италию, и потом все это массово обрушилось на Советский Союз. СССР была такая страна раньше, в составе которой Узбекистан тоже находился. Да. Вот так началась Вторая мировая война. Кто слышал, наверное, 100%, все слышали про ситуацию в данный момент в Палестине? Все слышали? Палестина, что там происходит? Вкратце, кто скажет?
Борьба за территорию между евреями и мусульманами.
Так. А история какова? Кто помнит?
История
Напоминаем, у нас урок журналистики, да? То есть наша задача научиться отличать факты от пропаганды, ложь от правды отличать. Понимаете, да?
Вообще евреи были изгнаны, если не ошибаюсь, в Британии, оттуда. То есть ни одна страна не хотела их принимать к себе, после чего мусульмане приютили себя на родине. То есть
Да,
сейчас они
да.
находятся.
В 1948 году Ассамблея ООН приняла резолюцию о том, чтобы организовать государство Израиль на территории современного Израиля. Все верно. Так. Ладно, вкратце расскажу. Смотрите, вот образовалась эта территория, бывшая, грубо говоря, Палестины. В одном уголочке там приютили, в общем, людей, которые принадлежали нации, как евреи, и образовали государство Израиль. Но за последние, сколько лет получается, 48 года по настоящее время, это получается 62 года плюс, да, почти 88 лет продолжаются войны и вот за территорию. Последняя война, она постоянно за последние 5 лет, 3 раза была война там, за последние 5 лет. И вот в 2023 году, 7 октября, происходит вот что. Фильм об этом, и ваша задача как журналистов научиться это все распознавать. Вот река Иордан, да? Слышали, да? В общем, река Иордан. И вот такая территория Палестины на сегодняшний день. Вот это Палестина. Называется Газа, да? Слышали? Сектор Газа. Вот это все территория Израиля современная. И вот тут стоит очень высокая стена бетонная. Везде стоят башни с автоматическими автоматами, пулеметами. Вот эта территория приграничная, она полностью просматривается, то есть Израиль постоянно контролирует, чтобы никто сюда не прошел на их территорию. Здесь уже вода. Происходит что? Группа войск, да, этих, как его, наемников, которая называется Хамас, они нападают на Израиль с территории Палестины. В разных точках нападают. Нападают мелкими группами, по 10, по 15 человек. Нападают. И получается, сразу во многих местах нападают и проникают на территорию Израиля. Там они расстреливают тысячи мирных граждан. И потом обратно израильские военные собираются и начинают их обратно гнать. И они, в общем, берут заложников, тоже большое количество, и потом уходят на территорию Палестины. И с того дня по сегодняшний день на территории вот этой Палестины, остатки Палестины, происходят постоянно военные действия, бомбежки, гибнет очень огромное количество мирного населения. То есть суть расследования такова. Как так возможно, что вот эта самая укрепленная граница в мире на сегодняшний день, самая укрепленная, укрепленнее нет нигде на планете, как так получилось, что какая-то группа боевиков, что такое группа боевиков? Это не войска государственные, понимаете, да? Это какие-то полубандиты, можно сказать, у которых какие-то вон самодельные какие-то там есть. Да, оружие у них какое-то есть самодельное. Как они смогли прорвать очень укрепленную линию обороны Израиля и попали на территорию Израиля? Понимаете, да? И вот этот журналист, он проводит расследование, военный журналист, он проводит расследование, где он опровергает, он доказывает, что вот тут должно было быть стоять огромное войско, целая дивизия, которая охраняла, регулярная дивизия, которая охраняла эту границу. Но кто-то этим военным приказал бросить свои посты до наступления и уйти на север. Специально оставили все открытым. И вот эти боевики, они беспрепятственно прошли на территорию Израиля. Вообще суть войны в чем? Если какая-то страна нападает на другую страну, ее задача в чем? Завоевать, правильно? Вот у них, допустим, есть какое-то количество оружия с собой, у них достаточное количество патронов, да, боеприпасов, да, но они же не вечные, эти патроны, они же кончаются, вот они используют, потом им нужно восполнить свои запасы, для этого вообще нападают на другие военные части. Или минимум на полицию, где есть оружие, чтобы взять опять новое оружие, чтобы дальше идти. И так дальше до столицы, в общем, чтобы захватить. А эти что делают? Они заходят на территорию, расстреливают мирное население, тысячи людей расстреливают, просто расстреливают, потом берут заложников и убегают обратно. Вот эти войска, вот они все мирные люди, расстрелянные просто так. Понимаете, да? И на следующий день, в этот же вечер, Израиль говорит, на нас напали, официально на нас напала Палестина, мы теперь будем мстить. И они начинают массово бомбить территорию Палестины. И это продолжается больше, чем 1,5 года. Гибнут миллионы людей. Вот. В настоящее время во всю эту войну уже вовлекли соседние государства Ближнего Востока, Иран, Сирию, Ливию. Слышали, да, там, наверное, Башара Асада свергли. То есть получается, по итогам журналистского расследования, что кто-то специально организовал. То есть люди живут, и здесь люди живут, сами ничего не понимают. Как говорится, ведут гражданскую жизнь. Им приказали покинуть свои посты. Тут какую-то группу боевиков просто загнали, заставили пройти сюда, сделать акт диверсии и вернуться обратно. Тем самым просто как бы раздразнить, разжечь войну. Получается, мирные жители страдают здесь, мирные жители страдают здесь. Кому-то это выгодно. Вот так примерно, если посмотрите в интернете, очень много примеров, не очень много, почти многие войны развязываются вот так. Создается некий акт провокации, и которые могут повлечь к появлению войны, к началу войны, которая переходит в более масштабные войны. Суть сегодняшних дебатов, на самом деле, один из самых сложных тем сегодня. До этого были намного проще темы. Вот. Но в любом случае журналисты должны и такие темы понимать. То есть, если вникать в мировую политику, то вы должны знать, что происходит вообще на мировой арене. Как некие люди ради каких-то там личных своих корыстных побуждений саботируют вот это все. Поэтому смотрите, те, у кого есть выступления, да, на английском языке, сейчас выступят, потом и устроим дебаты короткие на английском языке. Okay? Are you ready? Да. Вот то, что с ГАН готовили, то, что... Да. Вот эти последние. Милитари. Нет, именно по теме вот этой.
Ну, вообще было то, что вы должны были Володе рассказать,
Да.
Да. И что она рассказала? То, что она дала, и то, что вы не рассказали?
То, что вы не рассказали, с дополнением то, что ГАН дала. Окей? Все.
Alright. So, do you feel ready for this challenge? As Mr. Omar said, I'm sure that you have to separate facts from propaganda and then present the objective facts as clearly as you can without giving too much opinions of your own, but seeing it as it is on the ground. That's the job of a journalist. Okay, so you need some time to prepare your thoughts and your cue cards. Do you remember we spoke about them? Does everyone remember what are the cue cards? Is that something that everyone remembers? You have them ready?
No,
Okay, so prepare.
I don't need.
You don't, you have it in your head. Okay. You were right, Timur. You know what's happening. We're going to present like a journalist. I want to tell you about what's happened recently in a flashpoint in the world. There was a conflict started by different factions. You're going to present as if you are a journalist. Right, if you're ready, okay, take a few minutes, prepare, and then you're going to give us your individual presentation. You can write some notes. Okay. But Mr. Omar gave his speech. Is it difficult for you to present? Aziz, do you think you're going to be okay to present? Too complicated? Firdaus, will you be able to give us a presentation?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. 50 try. Camilla, are you ready? Not yet, but you will be ready. Some more time. How do you feel? Do you think you can do it? Don't know? Maybe a bit hard? You can give us a short breakdown. You want to go out? Okay. Like the brief PowerPoint presentation of the conflict. But it doesn't only have to be this conflict, it can be other conflicts as well. Or in general, how do conflicts begin? The, what's it called? Special military operation in the Ukraine, launched by Russia in 2023, I think. Yeah, you can talk about that. When I was younger in the 90s, there was a big conflict in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and that was where a lot of young men went to fight from NATO countries as well. That was a big issue in the 90s. Now in the 2020s, it's Gaza and the Ukraine. So every decade, it seems like there's a big issue. There was Yemen in the 2010s. Oh, Libya, the Libyan war, Syria, the Syrian civil war, Congo in Africa. But that hardly gets covered. I don't think anyone knows about that. In the West, in Asia, the news doesn't cover the Congo. It's a war that's been going on for like 30 years and no one talks about it. So it's an underreported
Because it's
conflict.
like civil war.
It's a civil war, that's right. But it did spill out into other countries as well. Rwanda and Burundi also started fighting. It was called the Great War of Africa. 6 million people died. Yeah, so, and no one knows about it. It's like one of those blind spots in history. Do you know what this is, a blind spot? blind spot is something that we don't see. So everyone has a blind spot in your eye. Somewhere you will not be able to see something. You can do a small experiment. Has anyone got a ruler?
No.
Okay, I can just guess 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I tear this? So I will show you your blind spot. Look at the circle, and you can see the cross in your vision. I'm going to move it closer to your eye and tell me when you cannot see the cross. Can you see the cross? There you go. That's your blind spot. So everyone has a blind spot, and we talk about it in history as well. Something that we do not talk about and do not recognize. Look at this circle, and you will see this cross in this side of your eye, and tell me when you cannot see the cross. You cannot. That's your blind spot. Okay, so. There you go. It's an easy, small test to check your blind spot. And then we can use it in the sense of your mind as well. So our eyes have a blind spot, and then our minds also. We don't want to see or talk about some things. Have you ever checked your blind spot before? Look at the circle. Tell me when you cannot see the cross. Hmm? So, okay. So bring it closer to your eye slowly, and then the cross should disappear.
Yeah. That is weird.
Firdaus wants to try. Alright, so think about which conflict you would talk about, think about which topic. Yes. Where's the remote control? No, for the telly. Ah, thank you, you can put it on for us. And then the cross should disappear for you. It does? Did you see it disappear?
I did.
All right. So let's get someone to present their individual findings and presentation. What are the causes leading to war? What are your thoughts? Let's brainstorm a little bit before we get someone to do individual. What do you think are the causes leading to war?
You know I don't know in English, the versal, versal document in which two countries are agreed on being having a good communication.
Treaty.
Yes, but it has a name. Версальский договор, как это по-английски? Версальский договор между странами. Versal.
So I suppose there's different names that you can call it, like
Очень часто переводят.
Может быть.
an agreement. Does anyone have an idea? What are the causes leading to war?
Someone's greed. So like
Need, maybe?
someone like wants more money or earn more
Or more land?
land.
Or
Yes.
resources? Right? That is what is widely believed to be the reason for the Iraq War. Long time ago, the Americans invaded Iraq, and a lot of people believed it was only for the oil rights. So,
Treaty of Versailles.
the Treaty of Versailles.
Versailles.
Yeah, that was after the First World War.
And yeah, which like gained the strict sanctions to
Correct.
German and which leads to some
The Second
economic,
War.
political problem which leads to the Second War.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's like a series of
Yeah,
events. Yeah. Let's look at some vocabulary that we can think of in your individual presentation. So first of all, as I said, use cue cards to structure your speech. Speak clearly and stay on topic. Let's look at these vocabulary words. You got them in the Telegram group. I just selected a few to help you. Alliance. Does anyone know what is an alliance? So an alliance is when two countries team up. They're on the same side. Like the UK and the US, they have an alliance. Border. What is the border?
It's like the end of the country, like
Right.
that. Where is end? Like
Yes. The territory border. A ceasefire. This is a buzzword now in news. Everyone's talking about a ceasefire. Does everyone know this one?
Что, вчера не
Да,
записали,
да,
что
да.
ceasefire называли?
Everyone in every news is talking about that in the Gaza. That is what is the topic of many news broadcasts.
stop the fire.
Do we know what is a buzzword?
Bazoo.
A buzzword. Does anyone know what is a buzzword?
What is?
This is a
Everywhere.
everywhere. It's a hot topic word. Everyone's talking about it. So some time ago, everyone's talking about what was it? The climate, global warming.
Global.
Yeah, that was the buzzword. Global warming this, global warming that. Now it's ceasefire. Everyone's talking about a ceasefire. So if there's a common topic for discussion, the buzzword. Civilian. What is a civilian? Yeah, we are civilians. We are not combatants. We are not military people. The conflict, of course,
Yes.
yeah.
It's the same in Russian.
And demilitarization.
Демилитаризация, the same.
Okay, taking away armament, weapons, ammunition. What are these things called? Artillery. The big guns that fire from a distance. Diplomacy.
The same.
This is what we hope will happen in wars. Diplomacy to stop the fighting. And then the front line. Does anyone know what is the front line?
Like the front line of the war, like,
Yeah, the
and
very
they fight.
yeah.
with
That's
dangerous.
where the most fighting happens, on the front. So these are vocabulary words that you can use in your individual presentation. Did anyone see this word before? Guerrilla warfare.
Which one?
Guerrilla warfare. Guerrilla.
Ah.
Guerrilla warfare. This is
Записывайте слова.
so it's non-conventional army. It's an army that hides and fights and surprises. So it's not two armies standing and fighting and shooting each other. It's a hidden war. Now let's do individual presentations. Who can do an individual presentation for us? Ready? Yeah, you can do it. You've got your paper ready? Camilla, you've got your notes on your phone? You don't have cue cards? No one's using cue cards?
They are professionals.
Yes, professional.
They are professional.
Feel ready? Movina, you can't do it?
Yes. Yes.
Azamata, you feel up to it? We believe in you. You can do this.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. Yes.
Say the men should start first.
Yes. And now, on the front line, we have Azamat reporting for GB News.
Alright.
Azamat, what do you see, and tell us your thoughts?
I'm not like on the front line, you know.
Oh, you're not?
Yeah,
Please tell us, where are you?
I'm in a safe place. Like,
Okay.
hello everyone. Today I want to tell you about how mass media can influence to the war, or how wars are like start. So there are different types of propaganda. The first one is to for purpose, for like government purpose. They're trying to build up a thinking that that they need. So the next one is like religious one, and it may burn a fight between like religions also. And behind every war stands like people that want more, they want power, they want more resources, and money, of course. So behind exactly this war stays the mass media. After this war starts, they immediately say that Iran helped Palestinians with weapons and all of like this stuff, and their argument was the two countries are Muslims, but there was a flaw, and even if they are Muslims, they weren't like truly friends, because they were like they divided Muslims to like two groups. The first ones who are like believed to Sunnah, and like others, they are like Shiites, the two groups. So they couldn't like help to each other. So the people who don't know this, they may think that the Iran helped to Palestinians, and we should fight with them also. That was a purpose, because a lot of American media companies and TVs like showed that Iran also in the bad on the bad side, because for one purpose, because Iran helps with fuels to everyone, and they have like a lot of resources to reduce their like earnings. They started to like add Iran to them also, and I can say that it is this war is useful for like America, and they were on the top, and after the years, decades, other countries start to develop, and they increase their earnings the China developed so far, and it was harmful to America, and it's like to destroy them. They also helped to Israel to keep the war and to like destroy them. And
So you
to
think
beat them.
there's a misinformation campaign
Yes.
against countries to make them look bad?
Yes.
Is that what you're
And-
saying?
And they are like they're hiding the global, like the more important problems
Mhm.
to hide it. Like they're starting
To
the wars.
distract people.
Yes.
Ah, that's a very interesting perspective. Thank you, Azamat. Good job. Do you have anything else to add?
No? Any
that it?
questions? Like
Questions?
I'm waiting for questions.
Questions? No questions? Now it's a girl's turn. It has to be a girl now because we won't have two boys in a row. Girls, you have to decide who is going up next. Azamat already warmed up the floor for you. Let's go. Hilola.
But I don't have real life example.
It's fine. It's fine. Tell us your thoughts in a general way.
May I write?
Of course you can.
Cue cards.
Where is that? There was a red. Use that red pen over there, because that has.
Good evening, everyone. Today I would like to talk about provocations in mass media, sabotage by different countries, and causes leading to war. First, provocations in mass media. Mass media is TV, newspapers, and social media. Sometimes the media can show fake news or tell the story in bad way to make people angry or scared.
To show you the debate topic now. And then we'll set up some teams.
Just
All right. Time to debate. How do I make that go away? Ah. Oh, okay. And so the topic today we've got, is provocation enough to justify military action? So we'll have to get a for and against. Can provocation justify the outbreak of war? Motion? Who's giving the constructive speech?
Good evening, everyone. Today our team is affirmative side, and today we're gonna believe that provocation enough to justify military action. So there is reasons of this. First reason, when a country attack our country, we should protect our people, and military action keeps us safe. Second is to stop future attacks. When we do nothing, countries may think that we are weak, but when we protect our country, so they won't do this. And third is to keep place. So also when we protect our country, other countries will know that we are strong and we won't allow to attack our country.
Thank you very much. Is that your constructive speech? Negative side? Thank you very much. Time for your constructive speech against the motion.
Okay. Our team is strongly believe that provocation isn't enough to justify military action, because first of all we should say about life, human life cost, that the most valuable thing in the world is the human life, and we think that military actions before do some military actions, everybody, the government should have, how to say, make calculate their decisions and, я все забыла. Это же only introduction, да?
Нет, вы можете говорить.
Okay. No. We should take actions very carefully because it's very serious actions which can make a lot of deaths and bad things. That's why it's very important to think and don't be provoked by provocators.
Right. So it must be a last resort.
Yeah.
First, there should be dialogue and diplomacy.
Yes.
Good. Thank you for your opening speech. Now, who's going to do the cross-exam? Is it going to be Azamat?
Yes.
Теперь они будут задавать нам вопросы, а мы можем на них отвечать.
А мы же сказали наши эти, ты что ты продашь? Наши аргументы. Сейчас
Нет, ну вы сказали,
So, after all, do you think that they're gonna wait and calculate all of these things when the other countries, like provocators, like they're trying to attack, they're trying to assault us, and you really think that we should stay calm while our citizens were dying, like it is enough to cause like military actions. So we should protect our citizens. So why do you think so? We should not like take actions and
The soon as military actions begin, only more people will die. Eventually, there will always be people dying and suffering, and everything bad will happen eventually. But governments should take calculated decisions because life of their citizens directly comes from their decisions. They make a decision to start a military action only after a very long time of consideration because it's a life cost decision.
why?
And provocators only wait for you to be provoked by their provocations.
But while you the government, while calculating, they're wasting time, and the provocators may dive really into and more the future, cause maybe the future disaster will be the catastrophic.
I think you can hardly imagine how governments make a decision, make their considerations. They do not just sit and think. They have a very big room, a lot of people. They are asking questions. They're thinking. They're considering. Actually, they don't really have to have a really lot of time because just within an hour they can come up with an idea how to deal with problem. It's not only one person decision. They have a bunch of people.
Okay, thank you for that cross-exam. Now we'll do rebuttal. One of your team members ran away. Shahzada, your other team member, was she going to do the rebuttal?
Yeah, no, she was going to do a conclusion.
Conclusion. Who will do the rebuttal for?
We both.
Okay, together.
Yes.
All right, so half and half. All right. And then
He will do the rebuttal.
rebuttal.
He will ask the question to their weaker points.
Fine, fine. Sounds good. Okay, so I think that they should start with the rebuttal, and then you can. You start with the rebuttal. Okay, okay. So, but they still need to do a rebuttal. They didn't do a rebuttal yet. You only did cross-exam.
Yes.
Rebuttal,
but they
rebuttal?
started rebuttal. They are.
We're first.
You're first. Right.
Starting the rebuttal.
Okay, rebuttal, closing. Let's go.
What causes the conflict begin? And if provocation isn't enough to military action, so what could cause force?
I'm sorry, we didn't really get the question. Could you please repeat?
Yes. What causes the conflict begin? And if provocation isn't enough to military action, so what could cause force?
Просто скажите, почему провокация недостаточно всем? Что может быть достаточно?
I think that provocation isn't enough because, as usual, provocators have their own interests in this issue and this problem, and they have their own financial interests, political interests, and this. And что там было? And as usual, provocation is usually baseless. And if we don't, let's say, yes, we always should avoid more bigger problem.
Escalation.
Yes.
Yeah, we should avoid escalation.
Escalation.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No, it is a good point.
Okay.
It is good. Thank you.
Я ж говорила. rebuttal. No,
All right.
we have a rebuttal. I'm thinking.
Okay, yes,
Questions to them?
let's go. As Azamat said, давай. Давай. You ready with your rebuttal?
То, что они выполнили, защищают, а на самом деле еще больше подвергают опасности свое население. Потому что не обязательно же нападать и начинать, можно просто защищаться пока. Защищаться.
Time is ticking away, ladies.
Okay, we're not going to do rebuttal.
Okay, so we're going to skip the rebuttal, closing, and then closing.
Conclusion. Provocation can be enough to justify military action, while peaceful solutions are important. Sometimes military action is only way to start the only way to stop further harm or aggression. Ignoring provocation can seem the nation weak and invite more attacks. A strong, targeted military response can protect the nation and defend their interests and maintain peace in the long run. So that's why the provocation. That's why in serious cases, the provocation should taken as a valid reason for taking military action. Thank
Well
you.
done, thank you.
So in conclusion, military action can lead to escalation, human suffering, and economic damage. Conflicts should be resolved through peaceful means like diplomacy and sanctions, as war should only be last resort when no other options remain.
Is that it? Okay. Thank you very much. That is the end of our debate. Shahzoda is going to help us with the score topics, and we will decide together who will receive what reward. What are the points for the rewards?
We're having winners today, right?
Yes, we
Mr.
are.
Omar?
Shahzoda?
We're
Yeah?
having winners today.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll work together, our panel of judges. We'll work together and decide.
So let me find them. I lost them.
Oops.
I have them.
You can do a quick search?
Yes, I can. I'm doing. Yeah, we're here.
Okay.
So our first
Category?
nomination category, the best use of English in their speech. You have to remember our personal speeches, and during the debate, how do you think, who can it be? The best use of English. Mr. Zari?
Okay.
What do you think?
My vote probably goes towards Azamat or to Hilola. Yeah, it's a 50-50 split for me. What is your idea?
How do you think?
She really participated well. I think she might be a candidate for another category. Yeah.
Yes, we have it.
Yeah, we have
We have,
another category,
yes,
I think.
we have.
Yeah, so what do you think, Azamat, for the first topic, the first
How
category?
do you think Azamat or Hilolo, the best use of English? I want you to remember that Azamat already got.
Okay. All right. We're going to give Ilola the first prize. There we
The
go.
best use of English.
Well done.
Our second is the most crucial part of our debate. The interesting display of critical thinking. How do you
Okay.
think? Critical thinking. Who did the most of critical thinking?
Critical thinking.
Okay.
He gave
I
some
think
good
Azamati.
points, yes. Ilola gave some good points. I liked how Camilla completed her argument. For me, I think she convinced me that the four side of the debate were actually the winners, because her conclusion was very convincing. One more time.
All nominations.
Hmm?
All nominations.
Okay, we have the best use of English, we already got it. The most interesting display of critical thinking, outstanding participation, the best question asked, and the best answer to the teacher's question. Or just to the question.
Okay, so let's work backwards. The best answer to the question.
How do you think?
Who gave the best answer to the question?
Самая высокая активность, самый лучший вопрос, самый лучший ответ.
The answer gave the new student.
Mm-hmm. You gave a very complex answer to the question. Thank you very much for participating. Good job. Good job.
I was thinking about the outstanding participation for a new student.
Outstanding participation. Oh, were you thinking for outstanding participation? Okay, but
Yes.
she got best answer.
But the best question,
The best question.
I would actually give it to Azamat today.
Oh, you would rather give
Yes,
that?
I would, because
I
he,
had the question when Mubina were standing there.
yes.
Right, the question.
And he
So,
also asked questions
okay,
while debating.
so then Hilola for best use of English and Azamat for the best question. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
thank you, Mr. Terry.
You're welcome.
But we also have one of critical thinking. The outstanding display of critical thinking.
Who
So
did
we have an
critical
option, Camila.
thinking? Yes. I liked her presentation. Her presentation was very good and detailed. If anyone remembers that, her personal presentation was really good.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. So that was
So-
very good with critical thinking.
Here we go.
Thank you, Camilla. There we go.
And outstanding participation.
Outstanding participation.
Outstanding participation.
What are we going to do for outstanding
We actually
participation?
did all well. Everyone were participating very.
Mhm. Yeah, collaboratively.
Yes.
Everyone was participating very well. So,
I would also give it to a new student, our new student.
okay. Thank you for trying very hard in the rebuttal. There we go.
Welcome to our team.
Welcome to the debate team. Good effort. Thanks, everyone. Well done. Good job.
That's the end.
It was a tough topic and you all tried very hard. You can give yourself a pat on the back.